Good morning, everyone. This is English class number 9. This is me, your teacher Brenda, and this class is made for first A, B, C, and D grade, okay? Okay, so let's start. Today we're going to have a new topic, and it's called future tense, will versus going to. Why versus? Because when we want to express in future, we can use or will or going to. And why is it important, all this topic? Because if we want to express something we're going to do in the future, or something spontaneous or something planified, this is really important to know. Okay, so let's continue. Before, of course, you should know simple present and simple past. And affirmative, of course, negative, and interrogative. These 3 ways you should know how to form in simple present and simple past. Okay, so let's continue. We should know the difference. When do we use will and when do we use going to? Why? Because both express future, but they have their differences, okay? For example, we use will when we want to express rapid decisions, something you really quick, something you planify really quick and faster for the future without thinking about it. For example, I will go to Brazil next year. You didn't even think about it, but you're going to do it anyway. So also we use will when we want to offer something in future. Will you go to the dance with me? So something you're offering to someone else in the future. Also we use when we want to make a promise in the future. I will do all my homework, I promise. So this is a promise you make to your mother. Okay, so also another use for a threat. This is really fun. When you want someone to do something and that person doesn't listen to you, you can make a threat in future, and it's like really scary. Yeah, for example, you will have great scores this month, or you will see what's gonna happen. So that's a really bad threat that someone can say to you, okay? And the last but not least, we have for a refusal. So when you don't want to do something in the future, you can use the form will. I will not go to school this month. So something you are refusing to do in future. Okay. So let's go with going to. For going to, we use for prior plan. So this is the opposite. Rapid decisions, the opposite is prior plan. So what does it mean? That something is planified. And also we use going to for evidence or signs. So let's go back to prior plan. What does it mean? We use prior plan for the decisions that were made or was made before speaking. So something you planified. And here is something quick without thinking about it. So this is the opposite. And we use for evidence and signs. So when there are signs that something is about to happen. So when you are planifying something but it's not very sure, but there are some signs or some clues that it's going to happen in close future, okay? Okay, so these are the differences when you have to use, or when you are going to use will and when you use going to, okay? Okay, so, and also both will and going to we use for making predictions. So if you want to predict something in future, you can use or neither will, neither going to. Both are okay, okay? Okay, so let's continue. Future with will. We have formulas, of course. We have first, in affirmative, it's really easy. We use the subject plus will plus verb in base form. Don't forget about it. And plus object. So really easy. And I have an example. I will study the future tense this week. So really easy. Subject, will, verb, and the object. Okay, so really easy. Let's go with negative. We use subject plus will plus not. So that's the only difference. And we use the contracted way. Want is the same. We have the verb in base form, and the object. Remember, we use like in simple past, it's the same for future tense. We use the will and will not for each pronoun. For example, she will not or she won't, he will not or he won't, and they will not, they won't. So it doesn't change. No, it's not like in simple present. It's exactly the same logic like simple past. Okay, so here I have an example. I will not eat broccoli this month. So here is the same. I will not, or I can use won't, eat the verb and the object. Okay, so it's really easy. Let's go with interrogative. The word will goes to the beginning, like in simple present or simple past or any other tense. And then we have the subject, the verb, and the object, and don't forget the question mark. Okay, for example, will I pass English this year? So something most of the people or a lot of people are asking right now. So here, will at the beginning, subject, and the verb and the object. So it's really easy with will. And remember, will is for any pronoun. She will not, she will, he will not, I will not, they will not. So it doesn't change for any. Okay, so let's continue. I have some examples and I have short answer. Like, will you study English now? You can say, yes, I will, or no, I will not, or no, I won't. This is really short when you want to give a short answer. Also, you can replace like, will she study English now? Yes, she will, or no, she won't. It's actually the same, just the pronoun changes. Also, she will have pasta for dinner tonight. Here I have she will, it doesn't change for any, and the next verb is in base form. And we will have online classes still for a while. Also, will and the verb. So it's really easy. Will is really easy to understand, right? Okay, so let's continue with future going to. This is a little bit more complicated, but not difficult. Let's see, in affirmative, we have the subject plus verb to be in simple present, don't forget. Going to, the expression going to, and the verb in base form and the object. It's quite longer, but it's actually really easy with the practice. Okay, for example, today I am going to, here I have the subject, verb to be in simple present, going to, and the verb. I am going to take my dog for a walk. Also I have, she's going to do her homework all this afternoon. Also the same, she and the verb to be in simple present, going to, verb, and the object. Actually the same. We're gonna sleep all day long. This is an informal way to express future. Gonna. Like, when I was your age, I always tried to figure out what's gonna, but my teacher didn't tell me, so I had to find it out by myself. So we're gonna, let's see here, gonna is a contracted and informal way of going to. So if you don't want to say going to, you can say gonna, like we, verb to be, gonna, and the next verb in base form. You don't have to use the to. We're gonna sleep all day long, but this is informal. You can say to your friends, but you cannot say to the principal or your teacher because it's not very, it's quite rude if you say it like this. Even if you have like confidence, you can say it, but if you don't say it. Just for informal. And also for spoken language, if you want to speak, you can speak like this, but you cannot write a letter like this or an essay because it's not really cool or well seen. Okay, so gonna, you can use gonna also. So let's go with the negative form. Let's see here. We have the subject, the verb to be in simple present, of course. After the verb to be, we have the word not. Then we have going to the verb in base form, and the object. Actually the same, we just add the not before the going to. Here I have some examples. He is not, or you can use he isn't, the contracted way in negative, going to come back to this place anymore. He's not going to come back to this place anymore. Also, we are not going to repeat this class for another week. Also, we have here the verb to be are for we, not, and going to. And I have with informal way, you're not gonna eat all that chocolate cake. So also you can use the verb to be and the contraction, and you can use gonna. But if you're going to use gonna, please, you cannot say you aren't gonna. You have to say you are not gonna. It's like some odd rule I found on internet. Okay. And also you can use but. Don't remember. Remember it's informal. You cannot say to the authorities like this. You cannot talk to the authorities like this. Gonna is for spoken language and informal way. But going to is okay. Okay, so let's continue with the last one. Is interrogative. Also, like in present continuous or simple simple present, we have the verb to be goes to the beginning as always in simple present, the subject plus going to plus the verb in base form and the object. So it's really easy. Just the verb to be goes to the beginning. That's it. In every tense is the same. We have an example or some examples. Are you going to run all the career? So this is one. This is the verb. It goes to the beginning. After the subject, going to, and the other verb and the object. Okay. Is she going to have slumber party in 2 days? The same. Verb to be, subject, going to, verb in base form, and the object. And the last one, am I gonna finish this video for tomorrow? Also, verb to be, subject, gonna if you want to speak informally, the verb in base form, and the object. So it's really easy if you practice a lot, but it's not that hard to understand like simple past, for example. This is really hard. Okay. So let's see now some short answers for going to. It's really easy as well. Are you going to study harder? Is a question I am making for you right now, and you're going to tell me yes I am or no I am not. So really easy. You can say I am or I'm not, or yes she is if you are asking for she. No she's not if you are asking for she, and the same with the other pronouns. Okay, you should have a coherence between the subject and the verb to be. Okay, so let's see some future time expressions like we have seen in present simple and progressive and past simple or simple past. We have expressions, right? And also we have here, for example, we have today is an expression for future, also tonight and tomorrow. This you can use plus the time and plus the period also. And next, also this magical word for future and the time period. It's like in simple past, remember, ago, last, and yesterday. We have here today, this next. For example, today, tonight, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow also is for future. Tomorrow morning or night, also, or afternoon if you want. They are arriving tomorrow. You can say like this. And also we have this afternoon, this Monday, this summer, this week, this year. I am leaving this week. And also you have next Sunday, next week, next year, next summer, next month. Next week I am visiting my family. So these are examples for present continuous, but also we can use this time expression, for future tense. Okay? Okay. So if you don't have any question, but if you have, now I'm going to see you in the video class. Thank you for watching. And if you have any question or doubt, I'm going to see you in the next couple of minutes. So Have a good day and bye bye.